Hello friends, in this video we will learn how to configure Ssl VPN through firewall. This is our topology. Please understand the IP addressing and topology correctly, then start the configuration. We have VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's start with VLANs. VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes, VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. ASA 0 by 0 in 10. 0 by 0 is connected with 10. Switch port mod access VLAN 10. Done. 0 by 0 in 10. R220, 330, 440, 550. 2, 20, 3, 30, 4, 40, 5, 50. Done. R1 is not here. ASA 1 in 10. ASA 1 0 by 0 10. 220, 330, 440, 550. 220, 220, 330, 440, 550. R2 another interface 40. R2 another interface 40. R3 another interface 50. R3 another interface 50. Done. VLAN configuration complete. Now we have to configure first of all ASA 1, 0 by 0 and 0 by 1. Enable conft hostname 0 by 0 no shut name if 0 by 0 inside IP address 101.1.1.1 0 by 1 no shut name if outside IP address show history now it can communicate with test PC. ASA can communicate with test PC. Ping working. We have to configure R6 F0 by 0. Okay, R6 we have to configure as trunk port 6. Switch port trunk encapsulation.1q switch port mod trunk. Then we have to go to yes, R6 is connected with 6. We have configured it as trunk port. Now we have to go to R6. No shut. Interface F fast Ethernet 0 by 0.10. Encapsulation.1q10 IP address. F0 by 0.20. Encapsulation.1q20 IP address is 1.1. F0 by 0.30 encapsulation.1q30 2.1. Okay. Do show history. R6 F0 by 0.10 F0 by 0 .10 VLAN 10 101.1.1.100 .20 1.1.30 encapsulation 30 2.1 IP route any IP any mask default route toward the gateway. Then we have to go to R2 F0 by 0 no shut IP address 1.2 0 by 1 10.1 go to R3 F0 by 0 2.2 0 by 1 20.1 2.2 and 20.1. Then we have to go to R4 10.100 its gateway 5 20.100 done. We have configured here ASA R2 R3 R4 R5 as well as R6. Now we have to configure routing between R6 2 and 3 router EIGRP 100 no outer summary network 1.0 2.0 redistribute static metric bandwidth delay load reliability MTU do show history done. Then go to R2 router EIGRP 100 no outer summary network 1.0 10.0 go to R3 router EIGRP 100 network 2.0 20.0 go to R6 show IP route static show IP route EIGRP it can communicate R6 can communicate with 10.100 20.100 192.168 10.100 20.100 R6 can ping till gateway is this one working but R6 can't ping to test PC reason it is inside outside traffic will go from inside to outside but reverse traffic will not come because we have ASA here and ASA will not allow ICMP because ICMP is not a stateful traffic. So what we have to do, if you want that ICMP should be work, you have to permit ACL here, go to ASA, show int IP brief, show name if, access list out, permit ICMP host, access group out in interface outside. Now you can ping. Done. Working. ICMP is allowed when source is this one, destination is this one. When source is this 102.1.1.100, destination 101.1.1.100, ICMP is allowed. Now you can see that your R6 can communicate with test PC. Okay, R6 is able to communicate with test PC. It is able to communicate with 192.168 10.100, with 20.100. Okay, same test PC can communicate with working. Okay, so what we are doing? We are doing here site-to-site VPN through firewall. We have SSL gateway which is behind firewall. Okay, first of all let's check the reachability. Reachability is complete. R6 can communicate with internal server 10.100, 20.100 with test PC. Now we have to configure R4 and R5 with Telnet, SSH, HTTP and HTTPS server R4 and 5. IP domain name shiva.com, crypto key generate RSA module 1024, line VTY 0 to 90, transport input SSH telnet login local, IP HTTP server, IP HTTP secure server, IP HTTP authentication local, username Shiva, privilege 15, secret Shiva. Do show history. Copy these commands, paste them to R5. Done. Paste same configuration to R2 and R3. R2 and R3. Yes, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 2 is ready, 3 is ready, 4 ready, 5 ready. Done. Now we can start the SSL VPN configuration. Go to R6, ping to test PC, ping to 10, ping to 20. Working. Let's start. First command web VPN. Okay, what we are doing here? SSL. So web VPN safe, web VPN gateway G1, IP address 101.1.1.100 and port number 443, HTTP redirect port 80 in service. Do show history. Till now what we have configured? We have configured here gateway. First command web VPN safe, web VPN gateway and gateway public IP address, HTTP redirect port 80 in service. Web VPN context triple C, or it is up to you. Admin URL list U_list heading admin servers URL text. Okay, for admin we will divide R2 and R4. R2 URL value HTTP 192.168.1.2 URL text. R4 URL value HTTP 10.100 exit. Policy group triple P, URL list U_list, function file access, file browsing, file entry, hide URL bar, banner, admin group, then function svc enabled, svc keep client install, default domain name admin.com, svc address pool admin pool, admin pool and net mask. SVC split include 10.0. Then exit gateway G1 domain admin in service. Default group policy PPP. Then exit do show run section web. First of all, configure gateway, IP address, HTTP redirect port in service, then web VPN context. In context, configure URL list, configure policy group, call URL list, function file access, file browse, file entry, hide URL bar. Then, if you want full tunnel, function SVC enable, SVC keep client installed, domain name, SVC address pool, SVC split tunnel, only this network can be accessed. Then go to web VPN, context, management, URL list, U underscore list, heading MGMT servers, URL text R3, URL value HTTP 192.168.2.2. Yes. For management we are putting URL of R3 and R5. URL text R5, URL value HTTP 20.100 exit policy group PPP URL list, U underscore list function file access, file browse, file entry, hide URL bar, banner MGMT group. Then you have to define function SVC enable, SVC keep client install, domain name, SVC address pool, MGMT pool with net mask, SVC split include only which network 192.168.20.0. Then exit gateway G1 domain management in service. Then default group policy PPP show running config section web VPN gateway. Then define web VPN context, admin and management. Done. Okay, we are using full tunnel IP local pool admin pool 100.100 to 100.254 IP local pool management pool 200.100 to 200.254. And for full tunnel web VPN install SVC from flash in the folder of web VPN with the name of svc.pkg. Done. Create username Shiva, then privilege 15 secret Shiva. Okay, ping to test PC, go to test PC. Yes, it is reachable. Then what you have to do? Start run HTTPS and what we are using? Web VPN. So show running config section web gateway IP address is here it is in context admin and management. So hit gateway with, if you want to access admin /admin, then OK. Not working, because you can see here ping start run cmd ping with gateway working. Ping can go. If your SSL gateway is behind firewall, then you have to put ACL. So go to ASA, here go to ASA, access list out permit TCP host to host. If you don't know that who will come, so permit TCP any to host SSL gateway equal to 45443, as well as you can also allow 80. So show access list, ICMP hit count you can see here. Now if your SSL gateway is behind firewall, you have to allow the traffic for HTTPS, yes, because you can see here we have Ssl VPN here and Ssl VPN port number is here 443. You have also configured HTTP redirect port 80, so that the traffic should be reach here for port number 80. You have to allow ACL. On ASA, allow 443, yes, permit TCP any to host SSL gateway for 443 for HTTP. Then what you have to do, higher to lower is allowed, lower to higher deny. You have to allow HTTP and HTTPS for SSL gateway IP address 101.1.1.100. Here you can see permit TCP from any host, permit TCP from any to host SSL gateway, HTTPS and HTTP. Go to client, ping is working, HTTPS, refresh the page. Done. Now show access list, you can see hit count 1, continue, username Shiva, password Shiva, continue, R2, username Shiva, password Shiva, working, start tunnel connection, connect anyway, connected, close, start run cmd IP config admin.com 100.100, then route print admin.com. In admin.com Okay, you can see here that 192.168.10.0 ping 10.100 working quit start run http 101.1.1.100/management. We have initiated a request for http due to the command of which one? Due to the command of http redirect port 80. Our connection was redirected on https continue. You can see access list hit count here. Show access list, yes. For http hit count 1, then it was redirected on https. Username Shiva, password Shiva. Okay. Start tunnel connection. Connect anyway. Connected, close, start run cmd ip config. We are now connected with management 200.100 route print. You can access only 20.20.0 ping to 20.100. Okay, R6 neighborship up, R3. Okay, new neighborship. Now we have to check on R6. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. Show IP route EIGRP. Ping to 20.100. Yes, working. Then go to VPN or remote ping to 20.1 working, 20.100 working. Okay, no issue. Neighborship was reestablished, that's why. Okay, still VPN is working here. Go to test PC here, and it can communicate with 20.100. It can cmd telnet 20.100, username Shiva, password Shiva, working, exit, start run http 20.100, username Shiva, password Shiva, working, close, and yes, it is working. So this was our lab of SSL VPN through firewall. If your SSL gateway is behind firewall, you have to open ACL on firewall. If you want that should be reachable via ICMP, allow ICMP, and HTTPS you have to allow. If you are using HTTP, then you can also allow HTTP. Again, I am repeating, if your SSL gateway is behind firewall, you have to allow the traffic for HTTPS. Yes, you have to allow the traffic for HTTPS, ICMP, and HTTP is optional. Thank you.